Shawty gon' catch this vibe.
Shawty gon' ride this wave, huh? Shawty gon' ride this wave.
Shawty gon' catch this vibe.
Shawty gon' ride this wave, huh? Shawty gon' ride this wave. Girl, come through, me and you meet up for this rendezvous. Spare me lies, give me truth. Am I something you into? Sipping on tequila, music bumping through these speakers. I won't play now, I won't tease you. I'm sure please you, won't you hear me? Yeah. Run it round, all day you've been running round. My head's been in the clouds, night, 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 night. You so fine, 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 fine. Don't think I gotta look no more. Hey. Your body, I'm trying to know more. Yeah, is you with it? I'm with it, you with it, let's get it, let's get it. No suit, no time, me business. Yeah, ooh, tell me, is you with it? I'm with it, you with it, let's get it. No suit, no time, me finish. Shawty gon' ride this wave, huh? Shawty gon' ride this wave.
Shawty gon' catch this vibe.
Shawty gon' ride this wave, huh? Shawty gon' ride this wave. Girl, come through, me and you meet up for this rendezvous. Spare me lies, give me truth. Am I something you into? Sipping on tequila, music bumping through these speakers. I won't play now, I won't tease you. I'm sure please you, won't you hear me out?
What you like, you can get it. Don't matter if it's expensive. She a freak, she get explicit. I'm attentive, I don't miss it. Yeah, like what you call that. Shawty got that fire on her, that's that carbon. Shot after shot, can you go another round? When I'm in your city, babe, you know what's going down.
It's your brother from another mother. That's right, I'm back, y'all. Oh yes, the battle of gone. I'm back. I'm back on this one show we call Lock and Loaded. It's the first night, and we are, man, we coming hard. I got the number one guest in the city right now. Let me tell you about it. Pastor Roger E. Franklin of the Heart of Hope Church, and he's coming hard tonight, giving us a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And if you don't know that already, then something is wrong. But I got to tell you this song. I got co-host. Oh yes, she's gonna meet your artist. Her name is Jayce Janae. She got some smooth sounds, and you probably already started listening to a little bit of it. It makes your ears bob a little bit. But hey, that's what we're doing here on Lock and Loaded. That's right. This is season 1, episode 1, and I'm your brother from another mother, Brother Mays, aka Rabs G, aka Marlon Rashad Graves. You already know government name. Gotta give it. You know, they might be trying to tax me on this one, but at the end of the day, it's all good. Because we're coming hard tonight. We're coming about gun violence. We're talking about all the things that affect the one and only person behind the trigger, in front of the trigger, and those who are connected to the trigger. Listen, I told y'all we're coming hard, so guess what? We're going to give you a little bit more music, and when we come back, we're going to have our number one featured guest. That's Pastor Roger E. Franklin, and we're just going raw tonight. You know, Roger, matter of fact, what you going to say hi to everybody? Hello, everybody. What it do? That's my man right there. All right. Go ahead and drop it down. You're listening to a little bit of Jayce Janae, and we're going to have a little feature artist session later on, and so you'll be able to hear that too. So welcome to Lock and Loaded. I'm your brother from another one. Love you, love you.
So good, I match my flow. Walked onto me slowly, and you saw me what your name is. I proceed with caution, cause you know this love gets dangerous. But ooh, something about you, this feeling is so new. Got me in tune. Your style, your smile, you got me, baby. You a real thing, how I find you, lady. It's the real thing, I don't see it fake.
Whoa, something about you. Got a something about you. Got me, I got you. If he got me, I got you. She like, you ain't like the mothers cause I know. Girl, in any weather you cold. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your soul. You got me all on my toes, yeah, out of control, yeah. But you came through and saved me. Them other girls hate your love, so sweet, girl, they got me like, ooh, something that's true.
This feeling is so new, got me in swoon. Your style, your smile, you got me, baby. You a red thing, how I find you, lady. It's the red thing, I don't see it fading. Waste the time on girls who play me, but you say me, got me, baby. You a red thing, how I find you, lady. It's the red thing, I don't see it fading. Waste the time on girls who play me, but you say me.
Oh, yeah, I know that's right. You Saved Me, featuring Jay Way. That's one of the newest songs by our engineer, our artist, our producer, Jayce Janae. You know what? I said we had to feature her tonight because this is the inaugural show. This is the first show of Lock and Loaded, so we had to feature her tonight. And that song you just listened to was You Saved Me. Now, guess what? Years ago, didn't know it. Didn't really know him. I was actually preaching at another church, and I met him in passing, and it was very interesting because my pastor then, Dr. Alexander, had said to me, he said, "Do you know who Roger Franklin is?" And I said, "I heard of him." That's all I can say. But what really got me is when I got into the streets, and as I was doing some work in through ministry, and I heard kids say, "Hey, you know Pastor Franklin?" And they kept saying, "Do you know?" Like I'm from Springfield, yeah, aka the field. But do I know? And I'm like, I don't know him, but I need to get to know him. But in passing and every event that he had been a part of over the years, I felt his warmth, his character. I felt his belonging. I felt his presence. We call it the anointing. But at the end of the day, I want to introduce the one and only Roger E. Franklin of the Heart of Hope Church. Can you go ahead and say hi to the people for me, Roger?
Hello, people. Honored to be here. Thank you, Radio Man. Well, you're pretty good at this stuff.
Well, I haven't been around some years, man. Some people asked me, years ago, they said, who'd you used to work down in Florida and everything? And I said, yeah, I was working on a station called Hot 105,
Right.
99 Jams. I was doing a lot of different stuff and had people like Tom Joyner who were coming in the mornings, and I had to serve him coffee.
Come on.
I had to serve him coffee, man.
Okay.
But he gave me a lot of wisdom in the with all that being said. But this ain't about me. This is about you. This show is about it's dealing with gun violence. We have to give credit due. I mean, we partnered with the Community Partnership of the Ozarks.
Shout out to CEO.
Oh my God, man.
Miss Pratt and crew.
Francine.
Yes.
Darling. I mean, there's a crew that came together that thought about this community, but they had to have a key person to help be the leader. And I'm talking to that leader right now. And the beauty of it is that the leadership is more like a friendship.
Yeah.
And so, as I was talking earlier, this man gives you a warm feeling when you get around him because he's already in the mix. And just kind of tell us real quick, Roger, where you from, man?
Well, born in Kansas City, Kansas. Lived there 2 months of my life. And my parents, I'm their biggest fan, they're my biggest fans. They opt to raise me and my brothers in Europe. So we moved straight to, Amsterdam was the first place. And then, so I was raised in Amsterdam, Bonn, Germany, London, and spent a lot of my years over in Europe. And I think God kind of set that up because it made me very multicultural, knowing he wanted me to do some humanitarian work and philanthropy work and inner city work. And so that was there. And let me just say, shout out to Miss Jayce.
Please.
Miss Jayce is dope.
Oh, you telling me.
Music is dope.
Thank you.
Yes, Miss Jayce is off the chain.
She's humble, y'all. She's very.
Hey, y'all, I'm here.
Yes, she
Working the
is.
boards.
One of my favorite artists, our favorite artist
That's
in this
it.
town.
That's
yeah.
it.
And so, but yeah, I'm from Kansas City, born in Europe. Born in Kansas City, raised in Europe. Moved to Oklahoma. Basketball was my thing, and had some basketball opportunities, and ended up there. Went through some schooling there, Oklahoma State. Went to Mid-America Bible College, where I ended up getting my master's in human development and minor in Black History Studies. And so I was called to go into areas that I wasn't raised in. And, had a huge opportunity I've been doing this 39 years full time, brother. Wow. This is the only job I've ever had my entire life.
Wow.
And I've been all over the world doing this stuff. Quite honored and humbled, but yet meeting people where they are, like you're saying, is kind of difficult because you have to leave where you are to go to where they are. And so anyway, I don't want to blab on, but that's where I'm from. Born in Kansas City, Kansas, raised in Europe, called out of Oklahoma City, and been doing international work for years now.
I feel what you're saying. I have my father is military, traveled around the world, and I've had some experiences where I've seen places, to the point where I was like, wow, this is what this is.
Yeah.
But then when I come back here to the field, I feel like we have some of that. It just needs to be woken up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Sure.
Yeah. And I run into people all the time. They talk about, I'm from here, I'm from there, from the West Coast, East Coast. Met some people just the other day who were from Scotland. And it made me, I said, why'd you come here?
Right.
And then when they say it's a welcoming, there's something about this place that's a welcoming. But at the end of the day, one of the reasons we're here tonight, and I needed you to help start the show off, is you've been doing ministry for 3 decades, almost 4 decades. But in your ministry, you're doing actual, how I like to call, empowerment work. You're going into the communities, you're knocking on doors, and you're seeing things that a lot of people that even from here haven't seen. And if they have seen it, they're not talking about it.
Yeah. Wow.
And I know that in order for change to happen, you need to be able to talk about it. You need to be able to release yourself.
Sure.
Here's a question that I've been wanting to ask you for a while. What is it that you feel your ministry does that other ministries may not do, or they're challenged to?
Sure. Great question. I used to think everybody should do, and I still do in some degree, everyone should do something about the issues and the problems that are in any said city. My mission statement has always been, make the problems loud, but make the solution louder. That's been my mission statement since the day God called me. So I think what I am in love with is misfits, hurting communities, hurting humanity, hurting people, and motivating them that they don't have to stay in that position, that there is something better for you. And so I think that's been my desire. And what the difference I think that separates the type of call or the work that I have been doing versus your traditional church or nonprofit or civic duty or political type work is, it's very difficult to find a happy place in a bad place.
Oh, man.
And so it's hard to have a birthday party where you don't even know how old you are. It's hard to put on new clothes in a place where there's nothing new. And so it's uncomfortable to do that. So I think your traditional organizations, nonprofits, things like that, and churches, the target for majority of them, and I'm gonna go a little crazy, a little deeper if you allow me to, but I think the target for most organizations in the Western world is the success word is what stops us from being impactful in places that need us. And so because we reach people that are like-minded, or we reach people who have ability to help my vision get to its destination. But while we're doing that, we're not seeing crime go down. We're not seeing young people finding their purpose. We're not seeing single mamas get on their feet. We're not seeing these men who don't follow their kids chase their children. We're not seeing depression and suicidal things and cutters and those type of people build themselves, because that particular community takes work. And so I think, and I hope I'm answering the question a little bit, but my passion is what I just mentioned. That 5 category is my passion. And I think scripture says he has anointed me to preach the gospel, to set at liberty those that are bound, and open the eyes of the blind. And so that's my purpose. So Anyway, I hope I answered just a little bit.
Well, you did, and the thing that I really, and I'm glad you touched on it, because people need to understand your identity, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
We walk past people all the time, and you can see them in association, but you don't know who they are, what they
Right.
represent. And I think you said it loudly with the action. I love the fact that this, where we're sitting at right now, am I calling it right? The Action Center Studio?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Sounds of Action.
Sounds of Action.
But it's in the Action Center building.
There you go. There you go. I'm blessed enough to have a room here, a studio that is in process, y'all. I mean, you can see the walls. We ready. We got some ideas, and that's why you ain't seeing us visually at the moment, because we wanted to go ahead and get this off our chest.
Yes.
Get this off our chest to let people know what's to come. But at the same time, what you're about to see in here in a few weeks is
Get ready, y'all.
it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Hey, listen, y'all. I got a few more minutes before we go to our first break here, but I wanted to end with this question before we go on our break. You have a building. Actually, you have church in another building. You have Bible study even in this building, but you have a building that has different entities.
Yeah.
Would you say that this model is something that most churches or many churches or just many groups should model? Because when I come by here, before sometimes I just go by the building.
Yeah.
I keep seeing young people.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about, young people. I keep seeing young people flocking to the doors. What's that? What is that about?
Well, I liken this type of thing. Action Center. Action means actively changing things in our neighborhood. ACTYO, that's the acronym for it. I think this particular building, that CPO and the city collaborative, Miss Francine and Darlene and them have blessed us to be able to take care of I'm not going to get too heavy into what they do. No, everybody don't need to know that. But the portion of that, for the reason that we making this property like Noah's Ark. There's 5 pillars, 5 levels of the ark. Inside the ark, there was chickens, there was elephants, there was dogs, wolves. Every type of creeping thing was in the ark. It was in one place. And I think the church world, nonprofit world, political world should have a place where it is fitting for everybody.
Yeah.
And now that can be a little dangerous because elephants don't like mice, wolves don't like dogs, and so you're gonna have issues in the ark, but everybody's dry, nobody's drowning. So Action Center can be mimicked. It's in 6 different states right now, but it can be mimicked. And so I think young people and young adults alike want somewhere they can go and express themselves, and get their talents noticed, pushed. And so to me, I think this can become a model that, now there's other things we want to add to this. We want personnel agencies, we want business development, we want banking, we want all those different things that helps the total person. And so when you come in this door, we definitely don't want anybody feeling like they don't have a part in the ark. So, I mean, that's a quick rough draft of what we're trying to build here.
I like that. I like that, Pastor. First and foremost, y'all, again, we got to give all grace and honor to the man upstairs.
Amen.
I ain't talking about the landlord. I'm talking about G-O-D, y'all.
Right.
Hey, listen, we're going to go into a break. If you are just joining us, you are listening to Lock and Loaded. Yes, this is the inaugural show. It's starting off the season. We're hoping to bring everything to you that affects you behind gun violence, youth, domestic violence, things to that level, because we know it all affects us in some kind of
Absolutely.
way. Hey, y'all, we'll be right back with Locked and Loaded.
I just had to let you know. There's something I can't let go. I just had to let you know. This is something I can't let go. I need to let you know. I need to let you know. I need to let you know. Let you know, let you know, let you know. These ain't no rainbows and butterflies. They did your heart wrong, I'll give you mine. They did you so wrong, I'll do you right. I just want you always by my side. Every time you look me in my eyes, I see our future and it's so bright. I won't tell no lies, no truth in disguise. This is something I could never let go, yeah. I'm tryna give you my all, yeah. Baby, you got me so open. Hope this chapter never closes. I just had to let you know. There's something I can't let go. I just had to let you know. This is something I can't let go. I need to let you know. I need to let you know.
Hey, y'all, we back, y'all. That's right, locked and loaded. We are back on the inaugural show, the first show for the field, y'all. We coming live with you each and every week with a new guest, new music, and guess what, y'all? It's all local. We've been listening and talking and vibing with Pastor Roger E. Franklin of the Heart of Hope Church, or just say Ministries itself. Let me tell you, y'all, it's been a hot conversation, and if you're just joining in, we're talking about it because the show is about, we start with gun violence, we start talking about what the effect of what it has on one, but then it has on others. But we're also talking about the entities within all of that. Where does this type of group or this type of organization start? And Roger Franklin has something going on right now where we're at here at the Action Center. Is that right? I'm getting right? The
Action Center, yes,
the
sir.
Action Center. And I'm telling y'all, I kind of got to go back a little bit because Freestyle Fridays, if you haven't heard about it,
Yeah.
Freestyle Fridays premieres some of the most talented youth and young individuals in this area with their poetry, with their rap, with their sound, something that's just new, but it's keeping them off the streets, y'all. It's keeping them from doing things that, doing bad things. But here we are. We're in the studio, we're talking about it. So I want to ask this question, talk to us about this Freestyle Friday and how it's actually working and what's it doing for our youth right now, if you can.
Yes, Freestyle Friday. The original creation of Freestyle Friday wasn't even intended to be just all music driven or those types of things. We have what's called the Field Enterprise, which is the mother of the Field TV show. The Field TV show has been incorporated. We own the rights to it, all those things. But the Field TV show is a 12-minute segment series that we're launching on what's called KBTV. The group that did Whip It, Baby.
Yeah.
Let's whip it, right? So those guys are the owners of the. Oh, Jayce gonna shut me down because I'm trying to sing and she does not like that.
Y'all gonna be our next musical guest.
Oh,
We graduate so fast, because
come on now, they ain't ready. So KBTV is owned by Marvin White and his team, which is Marvin White is one of my board members, who is the creator of that song and a lot of their music. And he launched KBTV out of Houston and Ohio. So KBTV is like Hulu or the new Tubi station. So we own that as a partnership, and we have 3 stations on there. And one of the stations is going to be the Field TV show, where we're showing everything about Springfield's young people's stories, get them a chance to come in event. So Freestyle Friday was created as a marketing tool to bring in music talent to young people, those that may want to act, those that may want to share their story, those that may want to film and produce. And all of that is, to me, is another form of ministry arm outreach to help get young men and women from 13 to 29, 30 years old, that age, 14 up, so they can come and express these frustrations. And what I found is a lot of the frustration is what's causing the crimes, what's causing the angst, what's causing the shootings and things. And so that's what Freestyle Friday was launched for. And out of that, especially with Miss Jayce and some others, they really helped promote that. And we've seen, I don't know how many great talents come through the doors. And so the Field is in process, Field TV is in process of launching its first taping. We've already started doing some writing and getting people on into production and film.
Not to cut you off, I was here that first night.
Yeah.
And I saw the young people. And in seeing the young people, and as they were filing in, they had their writing pads and their pens and paper. And I just kept seeing them write. A lot of them was just listening and they was writing. Listening and writing. And one of the young men told me after the fact, he said, as soon as I heard someone else tell their story, it's like I had to keep writing my story. And he just kept writing. When he came up to me afterwards, he showed to me, he said, look how much I got. And he wrote like 4 pages. And it was different situations.
Sure.
I mean, kind of tell us, I mean, you're behind the scenes right now. I didn't get a chance to go to the last meeting. What are some of these stories? What are some of the stories telling?
Well, I don't want to get emotional with all of that right there, but it's daunting. It helps me understand why people do what they do. I told a group of pastors, I had to speak at the Potter's House a few weeks ago, and they have over 3,000 of their in-house ministers things. And some of the people's questioning, how do we help get these kids off dope and get them off this and stop that? And I said to them, listen, the best thing to do is follow that dope home.
Yes.
You'll find out why they do what they do. Follow it home. So what we're hearing from these young people is what's causing them to have the effects they have. And I'll just give you one story. Miss Jayce is a part of this story with the young lady. Not gonna say her name or anything, but y'all gonna hear about her story. But you were there the first night.
Right.
But she's just turned 17. And she shared with us from the age 8 to 11 how she was trafficked through her biological mother in and out of hotels, mom's boyfriends and stuff, trying to raise money for them to have somewhere to stay.
Wow.
And this young girl was 8 when it started. And to hear her story where they even taught her how to snort coke at 11. And people coming in out the hotel, pedophiles, and mom is watching and making money off of this girl while mom was prostituting in the next bed. And so to hear about this is now I know why this young girl is suicidal. Why she's mentally confused. She's 17 now, so she ended up running away. They ended up finding her, and she got put into a facility. And the medicines they give her while she's in the facility, she's crushing it and snorting it like it's cocaine. So she gets out, of course, and next you know, now she's selling herself. She's trying to survive. Moves in with her biological father, and the molestation starts back up again. And so she came back to our Bible study after we had prayed with her that night of the tape of the filming and writing. And she said she felt safe to share her story. It's time. So
That part right there.
She started sharing it even at our Tuesday night VIP thing. And so anyway, long story short, the young girl came to church Sunday. And this is why we do what we do. You got to meet them right where they're at. She came to church Sunday, and she displayed her cuts that she'd done to herself over the years. And I mean, they look like, if you ever watch those films, you see the slaves beat in the backs. That's how her whole entire body looked, where she had cut herself so much from her ankles up to her hip, her arms. And so it was quite moving. I'm gonna stop right there, but
it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I get it. And it also helps us understand, how deep you're willing to go to help tell the story. I mean, I
my girlfriend, she comes to the church and she reads books all the time. And she's always talking about, I have to read the book before I see it. I have to read the book. It's like something else is in the book.
Absolutely.
That doesn't necessarily give you the visual.
Yeah.
And so when you hear it from another person or someone who's been involved, it almost tells an extension of what you've read, because we can read into a lot of things.
Absolutely.
But until we actually are talking to someone or visiting with someone, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And so I'm hoping, and what I'm hearing is just that this KBTV, it's one thing to go to Freestyle Friday, y'all.
Right.
And trust me, when you hear about it, you want to come. You want to hear these young people do their rapping, talk about, they're giving you a message in the song.
Absolutely.
But it's another thing to watch these young people write about their life.
It's powerful.
Their life.
Yeah, it's powerful. One of my frustrations, brother, with this and preparing it for KBTV, the blessing with that is Netflix is a part of their negotiations of things with them. So if this goes the way we hope, the field will be put even on Netflix segments. Hopefully they're working on all that now. We have a representation in LA. His name is Chill, we call him.
Yeah.
He's the creator of the TV show on Netflix, Selling Sunset, with the ladies on that.
Okay.
He's one of our sponsors. Good man.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, with Freestyle Friday and all that, just a piece of what we do, meeting them where we are is what you have been alluding to. Is I tell people all the time, when they pile up in here and they're performing, I don't even trip over the words they say.
That actually was my next question, is that some of these stories don't come too clean.
No, they don't.
So with the words that come behind it, and we all know, let's be honest, we all know 4-letter words.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all know some 5-letter words.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, we was here with my son, my girlfriend, and my daughter actually was here, and first thing she said to me was, "Dad, they let you say that? They can say that?
Pastor letting them say that?
Pastor letting them say that?" And I was like, it's okay, because meeting people where they at gives them a comfortability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of talk about it, because I noticed some people were a little itchy about it.
Yeah,
but then people said, okay.
And I get it, brother. I fully get it. And here's the thing, and that's why I credit Miss Jayce and her team and some wonderful people like her so much, because they know me.
Yeah.
They know what I do for a living. This is my living. They know I'm clergy. They know I'm representing Christ. And so they come feeling safe enough to be who they are, knowing that I am representing what I represent. Now, here's how I look at that. So many ministers came through here and even walked out of our Freestyle Fridays locally. Oh man, local, and some watch, and I get comments, "Rev, man, you need to turn that into a Holy Ghost environment." I said, well, it is a Holy Spirit environment. And here's my thrust to all of them.
Okay.
Is I mentioned the ark. God told Noah, and Noah told his middle son, Ham, go get all the animals. Now, before the animals got in the ark, they were peeing out there, they was pooping out there, they was eating out there, they was fighting out there. They got into the ark. Do you think the 47 days they was in the ark, they didn't still poop? They were in the ark, stinking, nasty, growling, fighting. They're animals, and this is after the fall of man. So the communication was dysfunctional. So you have lions in there hollering, you got mess on every level. You got a stench in there that you cannot imagine, with one window, preacher, one window. Now, because of the stench, because of the growls, because of dysfunction, did Noah ever open a window and throw the lion out?
No, he didn't.
He said, the Lord told me a long time ago, build an ark that they can come in and be their natural self. And when we land this ark, then they can become what they should be. So I can't be like your traditional religious people. You can come when you get right.
Yeah.
That's not what we do. So when they come here and they express themselves, a lot of people don't know it. They can express themselves, and I get more calls a week. Hey, Pastor, pray for me, man. Me and my girl going through. All that means the world to me. versus coming expressing your music. And people like Jayce and all these wonderful artists, we need them in the music world.
Yes, we do.
Jayce loves God, brother.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jayce music is.
I have learned that.
Right.
It's just from working with Jayce these last few weeks and the idea, I mean, you can feel it.
Absolutely.
And even when I listened to the music, a few weeks ago, I was just in my house and I was just, and I broke out. I don't think I ever told you this. I broke out in a praise. I actually broke out in a praise off one of your songs.
Come on now.
And I was crying because I said, "Oh, that has not happened.
Right.
That has not happened."
Wow.
And I wanted to testify that to you and tell you, listen, you got something.
It's
Thank
the
you.
truth, man.
You got something.
You know, the dangerous thing, the anointing rests on broken people.
Yes.
Gifts and talents, the Bible says, are without repentance. It rests on broken people. So broken people have a gift and a talent, and they may come with that broken stuff and express their talent. And then why don't we allow them room to grow in that and let God work on that? We can't change people, brother. I think we crazy for wanting to change people. That's my worry about and I'm gonna get off of it, but that's my worry about the Western Christian world and our local ministries and things. And I love them all, but that to me is our issue. We're fishing for perfect fish.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna find it.
We as we talk about this, it makes me think of, I get my son every summer. He's 15, you met him, good young man. And he attends a church that's much like one of the larger churches here in the city. And, it's called Church by the Glades, actually, out of Pastor David Hughes. I used to attend there down in Coral Springs.
Good man, yeah.
And the church is large. They got youth ministry, they got all that. One thing he said to me is after he came to church and he was watching the youth, and he was like, "Dad, I'm seeing the people that we hear about and we talk to others about, but I'm seeing the people in this ministry." So therefore, what it's saying is like, sometimes we are only accustomed to a certain atmosphere. Sure. And he said, "Dad, if I didn't have this atmosphere," and he said, "I don't think I would have believed some of the stuff you were telling." And I was so glad that he was seeing it, because he's in that stage where he's trying to become a man. He's learning.
Right.
And I'm 52.
Right.
Still
Come
learning
on.
how to become a man. But at the end of the day, the message to these youth, I guess here's the real question. Do you feel that it takes a man who's been through something to teach these kids, or can people come that hasn't had these experiences and help with this project? Or this opportunity?
Absolutely.
I mean, kind of tell us about that. Who's starting to come in as adults that say, "Hey, you know what? I didn't believe in this at first."
Right.
Kind of talk about that.
Well, that's a very good question. Do we have to experience what they live in order to be effective with them? No. I've come to learn all you need is compassion for people.
There you go.
If you love people, you're here to help. If you don't love people, then you don't need to come. Love is what changes people. Not that fake love. I mean real love.
Yeah, real love.
So you can come here, never experience dope, never experience shooting, never experience that lifestyle. I was raised in Europe, brother. Never seen poverty my entire life till we went home to visit my family, my people. Never seen any of that in my life. But God put a love in me for people, and so I can fit wherever I go. And so if you just carry love, matter of fact, when Lazarus died, and they were begging Jesus to come, Jesus never moved for 3 days. And then the scripture says that when he died, his sisters cried. The cries and the tears was compassion. Then Jesus moved. He didn't move until somebody cried over this man. Right. If we don't have love and compassion and cry over people, we can't expect the answer to come. Yeah. We need that. So I think with this type of work, with what we're doing, if you love people and you love our young people and it bothers you that they're going through issues, then you're the right candidate for what God wants to do here.
You know what, guys, if you're just joining us, this is Locked and Loaded. This is the first inaugural show of the season, y'all. We plan to come to you each and every week with special guests like Pastor here, Pastor Roger Franklin of the Heart of Hope Church, and we coming with some real deal conversations. We coming with some ideas, some opportunities, and we're also talking about how can we, I like to use this word, resolve.
Yeah.
How can we resolve issues that are continuously Band-Aids are being put over?
Right.
Because if we don't talk about it, not willing to sit on the other side of the table,
Right.
or at the same table with even our own enemies, then we can't change.
Absolutely.
So guys, if you're just joining us, hey, we're having a good time. Music is by the one and only Jayce Janae. I tell you, it's got some hot stuff going on. Hey, I told her earlier on the break, I give her a year.
Come on now.
I give her a year. It might even be before that. But I give her a year. She won't just be in the. She be going to larger things. Yeah,
we're
going to
miss
larger
her, too.
things. And
I'm
all we
going
can
with
see
her,
is
brother.
we had an opportunity with her.
I'm out here with her. I'm
As long as
carrying
you
a
just keep
bag.
coming back now. You know that, right?
I got y'all.
All right, y'all, we're going to take a nice little break here real quick, and Jayce is going to feed us with a little bit more of that nice, smooth, bumping music.
Yes.
I'm going to call it all of what it is. It's like a full meal.
Come on.
And we'll be back right here on Locked and Loaded.
You keep calling, I keep stalling. You say that you want me, not sure if I want you. I don't wanna play these games, yeah. We on different pages. 1 minute say you want me, then you don't. Next minute you be blowing on my phone, texting me that you don't wanna be alone. So now you D up on my phone, up in my zone. I can't take it, you might break it. Face I'll face it, might not make it. Feelings that I feel, no, I cannot shake it. Put all these emotions in the dreams I'm chasing. If you bad and you know it, bring a friend. If she a demon, then you know I'm about to sin. With the game, popping bottles, we on 10. Why you gotta do it all over again? If you bad and you know it, bring a friend. If she a demon, then you know I'm about to sin. With the game, popping bottles, we on 10. Why you gotta do it all over again? Calling, I keep stalling. You say that you want me, not sure if I want you. I don't wanna play these games, yeah. We on different pages. 1 minute say you want me, then you don't. Next minute you be blowing on my phone, texting me that you don't wanna be alone. So now you D up on my phone, I'm in my zone. I can't take it, you might break it. Face I'll face it, might not make it. Feelings that I feel, no, I cannot shake it. Put all these emotions in the dreams I'm chasing. I can't take it, you might break it. Face I'll face it, might not make it. Gas, no brakes. Make sure that it's all for you, all for you, yeah. All for you, all for you, yeah. Make sure it's all for you, yeah. All for you, yeah. Make sure it's. I be freaking out all the things that's on my brain. Tryna get up, I don't wanna live like Monday. If it's too much, I just say I'll start on Monday. Well, like Mondays, it's the start of the week. Gotta go to a place that I'd rather not be. Rather be in the store to the sun by the creek. I'm dreaming about rest, I ain't dreaming about shit. Now it's hard just a little when you start in the middle of your wants and your needs. And real life some grace, you'll prevail. Don't fall into the madness of the past. All the past that you can't change. Know the comfort lies for sale. Now you have to change your ways. Either way, you gon' get paid. Put the passion before fame. Apply the pressure, gas no brakes. Make sure it's all for you, all for you, yeah. All for you, all for you, yeah. Make sure it's all for you, all for you, yeah. All for you, yeah. Make sure it's They say that one where the heart is. I guess I got many hearts. My comfort, euphoria, solid. Oh, how I hate being far, far from you. I can't wait to come home. Grew up and found my way far away. No, I can't stay far from you. I can't wait to come home. Grew up and found my way far away. No, I can't. Like when I grew up.
Hey everybody, I know you've been listening. That's that vibe coming straight from Jayce Janae, and we're gonna talk a little bit more with her a little bit later about her career, how it all got started. But right now we're finishing up with the one and only Roger E. Franklin. That's right, that's Pastor Roger E. Franklin. And let me tell you something about him, man. This is a true man of God. I mean, I ain't just saying that just because I recently have joined into the fold of this ministry. I'm saying it because I've learned to love him for who he is. And he's given nothing but love back. And something, if you missed it, we've been talking about, you know, his ministry. We've been talking about the vibe in regards, because it's all built around youth development, youth empowerment, getting our kids back, man. Because, you know, the enemy's been taken one by one.
Yeah.
And he's got some things going on here at the Action Center. Thank God for the community partnership of the Ozarks, the collective, as you want to call it. Thank God for the entities of people who have come to say, you know what, we hear you, we listening to you. And so we're talking about the changes that have been going on with the Freestyle Fridays, the KBTV, all the extensions on top of that. But here's a question that I've been wanting to ask for a while now, because we see a lot of the action going on. Tell us about the results, what you've seen. You know, we talk about resolving, talk about results. Tell us about what you've seen has already, where people have started with you, they've been through with you, they've been through the ministry, and they're continuing on. But they graduated to that point.
Absolutely.
To where now they're exemplifying what they're supposed to be. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I like the word results. And in my line of work, the word results coincides with what's been effective. And I think I look at it like this: if you go hunting and you come home with mud all on you and stuff like that, and you get in the shower and you get out and you put on different clothes, you're the same person. You just been changed, got that hunting stench off you, that mud off of you. Now you're some clean clothes. You're the same person. That's to me, that's effective work. You bring someone in who's had all this stuff, this life craziness on them. They're struggling with this or that, and Action Center and Heart Church, Heart of Hope is kind of like a shower, is what I'm aiming it to be. So by the time people exit, something should be different. And so we have some great results of that. I have so many testimonies, but let me read what the city of Springfield sent me in a results form. And it's called the Impact Report. This is what our city sent, expressing what the change has happened. We've had Action Center is a collaborative with the city of Springfield, has created a safe space for youth and young adults aimed preventing gun violence in youth and young adults in Springfield. We have 800, and this was in 6 months, 864 participants. And this is on a regular basis. 152 participants were the age of 10 to 17. 450 of the participants are the age 18 to 25. 262 of the participants are 25 and older. Total activities, we've had over 55. We have 2 to 5 major activities per month. And community collaborations, we've had over 12, and we've had over 8 large and moving community outreaches. Now, what we have seen with this update result is they've sent me a record saying crime has lowered itself, the lowest it's been in 3 years. And this, mind you, this was 3 months ago we got the reports. Now it's kind of kicking back up again with the young people. And I know why. I've been in it and I understand why. The results were showing that the stats of our 911 calls for gun violence and crime has dropped. And they attribute that to the efforts of the view of what we're doing, not just us, but I'm saying all I really know is, but my vision is what we're doing, but they're saying it's been effective. And not only that, am I seeing, for me personally, I'm seeing wonderful young people like Miss Jayce, and we're talking about Jayce because she's here and plus she's dope, but all of these young people that are coming now on a regular basis, these young adults, young men, and now teenagers who are creating executive teams to analyze the way to get out of issues. I've had probably, I don't know how many calls over shooting situations. And then before they even call 911, they call us and say, hey man, and 3 stories I can throw off the top of my head. So-and-so was shot. Yeah. Can you come over? Then I say, well, call 911. They end up calling 911. We start to see that they don't like this anymore. Mm-hmm. And it bothers them that it's affecting them. And to me, that is a great step that it bothers you. Because there was a time it didn't bother a lot of people when they are part of some of the struggle. It doesn't really bother them because that's where they live. Mm-hmm. And now we're seeing it starting to really bother them. So I've seen several young men and women come out of that habitual anger and frustration that causes the retaliation to be dangerous. We're seeing that change.
I appreciate you bringing those numbers to us because I was reading some statistics myself, and it's one thing to know that the field is one of the top areas in the country for meth usage. It's another thing to know that here we are number 1 in the state for domestic violence.
Absolutely.
And that's per capita with the numbers. I mean, for those that don't know, they call us the Queen City.
Right.
Queen City. And you would think that your queen is protected. Mm-hmm. But it seems like every number in the state is based upon what goes around or goes on in this community.
Sure.
I mean, I grew up here practically 18 years of my life, and I traveled. I left college, all this other stuff, traveled, seen the world. And to come back and to know that there's a part of this community that derives off of high numbers in the crime. But to hear what you just said, that's relaxing. That kind of helps me feel a little bit better. I want to touch on something real quick because you talked about it very quick, and I know you got to get out of here. You got to take care of family first. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I want to talk about this real quick. We get to this point where we have people come together, we help these young men and women become who they're supposed to be. What kind of support have you seen that is not normal in most communities? That makes a real difference.
Right. Well, this is probably going to, oh Lord, this is going to rub some a little strange.
Yeah.
I think you said what type of support?
What type of support? I mean,
that's
always
not
hear
normal.
Yeah, because we hear about the community partnerships. We hear about, cross lines. We hear about all these different, religious entities and then community-based entities. I kind of want to talk about some of these businesses.
Absolutely.
The businesses are affected, but some of these business owners, they've complained over the years.
Sure.
But I've also seen some of them come together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are you seeing that, or do you see something different to that?
Definitely, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing twofold. I'm seeing the haves are coming in and the have-nots are helping.
Okay.
So we have Firestone Complete Auto Care is a donor of ours.
Okay.
Been a donor for years, and they're headquartered out of Atlanta. So their VP of operations is a wonderful friend. They've been donating to our cause.
Oh, wow.
We've had Sonic, their headquarters in Oklahoma City. Their diversity director is on board. They've become sponsors of what we're doing.
Okay.
And there's several other businesses that, if I name it, you would know, and some nobody knows. There's Horizon. They build all of the Hilton hotels around the country. And his company's black-owned, operated. Young man owns the construction company. They're very well off. He's been a great supporter. Okay. We have, of course, Potter's House, Bishop Jayce and them. They support.
Now, a lot of people. I'm gonna stop you there, Ricky.
Yep.
A lot. A couple weeks ago, you headed down south. You did some speaking. And there's some things that went on. If you don't mind, I want to switch it around a little bit.
Okay.
Because I don't really think people understand the anointing that is in front of, at least in front of me right now. You come from a ministry that is worldwide, but you've been selected to work in a specific area.
Right.
And your bishop is Bishop T.D. Jakes. Can you just talk about how that has helped you?
Right.
And if you can finish with the recent opportunity you had where you spoke at the DOA, is it
DYA?
DYA. Yeah. Okay. I saw the video, man. I got too excited. But go ahead and talk about it.
Well, my connection with Bishop, they consider him America's Pope or whatever. It's a wonderful family. I love them to death. Great mentors, great friends. His staff is wonderful, wonderful friends of mine. And I'll be honest with you, I don't look at Bishop and his team like something to, of course, I'll give honor where it's due, but I don't look at them like, oh my God, I know them.
Right, starstruck.
Yeah, I don't do that. And they know that about me very well. So it's really balanced. They are normal as anybody else, but I love what they do. So anyway, they, I'm trying to be careful how I say it. They're in the middle of a transition. Bishop is retiring, and his daughter Sarah and her husband Torrey are taking over the ministry, and they are just as genuine as well. They know about my work. I know about theirs, but I stay in my lane, and they call me for consulting them on community. That's why I was down there.
Wow.
And so I had a chance to go share a vision they're taking from us, modeling it, and so it works. It works. And not only there, it's all over the country, and going through them is even exposed more. So we're opening an office back in Dallas.
I like what you shared with me before in regards to how that conference works. I believe is this an ongoing conference that they have?
They do this every year with and this is not a public conference. It's the one just for their house. So they have over 800 clergy in there. They have over 490 full-time staff people. I mean, it's a month.
I saw some pictures. I saw some video. Man. I saw you doing your thing, man. I was proud of you. I said, that's my dude right there. I appreciate it. If you can segue over to I think the one that excites me the most is DYA. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, where the graduation.
Yeah, man. You're talking about commencement speakers, and I've had the opportunity to actually do that one time in my life, and it was a beautiful thing, and it was a small organization down in Miami, and they have allowed me to be their commencement speaker. And I think the empowerment, you feel something.
Absolutely.
Because these people are saying, hey, wait a minute, you the last person they're going to hear before they set free.
Right.
So you have an opportunity to talk to DYA and tell us about that. And what is that all about?
Well, it was an honor to be asked. It's DYS, isn't it?
Is it DYS?
Yeah, I think it's DYS.
Okay.
Man, I've been all over that. I've attacked them. I don't know where I am. But it's their graduation for young people who are in the system.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of young men, young girls, and boys graduating. So my role was to come and talk to them about purpose. That's kind of what I was given to share with them. And getting in front of them is not like, I spoke at Yale. I spoke at all those schools, but it was not that type. This was like you just got to be 100, because these young people have seen more than some adults have seen, and they don't need a friendly thing. So I kind of went kind of hard, but good. And man, they felt it. And matter of fact, the young girl we mentioned in the red, she graduated
from that program
that day, and some others are friends, and they remembered it, which is inspiring. So I think just aiming the young people like an arrow is what we have to do for this next generation. So that was an honor to speak there. Now we're going to St. Louis to do a larger one.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's going to be an honor to be in there.
Well, hopefully this is a continuing thing, and love to bring you back on, man. We in your house.
No, man, we in our house.
We in our house. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, we in our house and everything. So
there's a vibe to this thing, brother. I feel this thing. There's a vibe to this. This is going to work.
Hey, I gotta tell people, we was just sitting up here the other night. We was just trying to figure out how we gonna make this work, what we gotta do, what else we gotta order to make it work. A lot of people don't understand podcasts are not just easy. Some people actually do a very good job just from their phone. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we got a bigger vision.
Absolutely.
And we want to do it right. And
this ain't no small setup here, brother. This is pretty good.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I come from some, if I was to give some serious thanks right now to some people, actually two mentors of mine, God rest his soul, Chief Jimmy Brown, who was one of the first black chiefs of police in Miami, Florida, after the riot that happened in the early 80s back in the day. He took over. Wow. And, in a particular division in South Florida. And of course, he had later in his retirement, he got the opportunity to do a show called the Chief Jimmy Brown Show. And so I was blessed to come in was it 2006, late part of 2005, 2006. And I'm here at Hot 105 radio station, like the premier R&B station down there in Miami. Yeah. And they said, here's where you're going to start. Wow. And well, next thing you know, I'm doing this, I'm running errands, next thing you know. And then all of a sudden, my response reads came up. And then I told somebody, I want to push buttons too. I want to be able to run the board. I want to be able to assist. And so they included me in the show, in the fabric of it. And I was blessed enough to do it 7 of the 12 years that I was in that vicinity.
Yeah.
And so obviously he passed away here a few years ago, God rest his soul, but give honor to him for he instilled in me community.
Absolutely.
He said community, I mean capital community, because what he did and how he brought people together from both sides of the aisle is the reason why I had no choice but to do this.
Right.
And another man I have to talk about is James T. Now, if anybody in the radio's industry, you go to South Florida, I mean, this guy, actually around the world, I mean, his voice, his demeanor, set it up.
Wow.
And so I thank God for those two men, and there's many others, and I'll think them as I go on. But here's an opportunity for me after 10 years that I had left South Florida, came back home, and been obviously helping my mother.
Sure.
And of course, thank God she's doing a lot better and everything. But here's an opportunity for me to lend my talents to the community. Yeah. And I'm just glad that I got to do it with you tonight.
Yes, sir.
You starting off this show, man. You making it
privilege, brother. This is a privilege. This is. I am highly impressed. I think once people get in here and sit down, and it's a vibe, man. This is gonna be big.
That's what's up. Well, you're gonna help me with some decorations up in here.
Oh, we in here.
We're gonna make this thing
yes, sir.
That comfort zone.
Amen.
Hey, listen, y'all. We've been listening to Lock and Loaded. That's right, Lock and Loaded. It's the inaugural season for this great community shows, obviously in partnership with Community Partnerships of the Ozarks, and of course my co-host Jayce Janae. Man, the producer, the engineer, the artist, all that in a bag of chips. Now y'all been listening to a little bit of music in between there? Well, guess what? Y'all gonna get to know who she is here shortly. And if anything, before we go, Pastor Franklin, how does people get in touch with you? Or if they just want to say, you know what, I like what he's saying, I like what he's doing, I want to get involved.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, they can look us up, Action Center USA, or they can look up the Heart Church and they can find us. You can Google Roger E. Franklin Sr. You can find my information there. You can just go on our social media, Roger E. Franklin Sr., the Heart Church, or Action Centers, and you can message us.
Yes.
And man, we'd love to have your support. Love to you may want to inspire some young people, some adults, but we're reaching all of that. And you can find us. We're right here, ready to serve.
Amen. Well, we're definitely going to put that in our feed so that when everybody keeps watching the show, because we're going to be live, hey, listen, y'all, we live.
Yes.
We right here. YouTube, Facebook, IG, all that, TikTok.
Come on.
And Snap. And, somebody asked me, what's your Snap? I was like, I'm
Right, Snap.
Yeah, what's your Snap? I'm used to people asking me what's your number, and
Right.
it is what it is. But now we all over, and with the connection to the youth, they help us spread this word because this is what it's about. It's about the youth. Hey man, Roger, thank you.
Yes, sir.
For coming by the
Man,
studio.
thank you guys.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm honored, bro.
You honored?
I'm honored, man.
I'm even more honored.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Shout out to Minister Marlon. For real, man. Shout out to Minister Marlon. I know your purpose now, bro.
Thank you.
I see it. Shout out to Miss Jayce Janae. Did I say that right?
Janae.
Janae. Jesus, I used to terrible day before. Janae.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to all of you. Man. Shout out to Randy, Executive Pastor Randy, and
Good friend.
my wife, Rye, and family.
Yes.
We got some Freestyle Fridays coming up.
Yeah.
Phil's going to be coming up. We've got Hip Hop Sunday coming up.
Yes.
And we have.
Can't wait to wear my Adidas outfit.
Come on now.
We
This is on Sundays. We got connecting your career with your calling. That's huge.
That's
Helping
nice.
people find a job on Sundays. We turn the church.
That's a great example of meeting people where they at.
Meet them where they're at.
I like that. I like that.
And I got that idea from. I'm not gonna say who it is because they can take the credit. But anyway, honor, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thank you again. Hey, listen, y'all, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a small break, and when we come back, we're coming back hot and heavy with the one and only Jayce Janae, y'all. Give me some of that love music. I don't know, just give me some music.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. She looks like something I never seen before. I wanted to know more. If she the one, I need her right now. She moves like lightning, a force you can't control. And I need to know if she the one, I need her right now. I'm feeling this feeling. I got to get to know you better. Do you wanna know me, baby? I know this world's so crazy, and you proceed with caution. I don't know if I'm gonna see you again. There's a right and a wrong, it's the right time. It'll all be okay when you are mine. Ain't no shame falling in love. There's a right and a wrong, it's the right time. It'll all be okay when you are mine. Ain't no shame falling in love. She looks like something I never seen before. I wanted to know more. If she the one, I need her right now. She moves like lightning, a force you can't control. And I need to know if she the one, I need her right now.
Give you my time, we can watch stars. Get a little break from the bright lights. Look at those eyes, seeing her work. And nature don't got beauty like this. Waiting on this summer, just a couple moments, hope I don't miss. Static build up, she touched my hand. We dance and laugh, it's like music to me. Feels like something that's out of control. Girl, eyes on my mind like I ain't seen them before. They just do something to me. You want me, I want you. Just so perfect to me. I just wanna be next to you.
Ain't no shame falling down. There's a right and a wrong, it's the right time. It'll all be okay when you are mine. Ain't no shame falling down. There's a right and a wrong, it's the right time. It'll all be okay when you are mine. Ain't no shame falling down.
I really wanna know your name.
by really, I mean, feeling from my toes to my hands. Mine spin on you, don't mind spin on you, give you all this minimum wage. But I feel like it's unlimited payments. Feet wet stuck, so I scratching the pavement. Why you leave? Was it something that I said? Oh, no, I can't say. I can't say your name without the writing on my page. It wipe my eyes, can't shake the pain. Thinking about you. You gave me your way to see the brighter side of day. So won't you tell me what it is? Don't tell me what it is. Like all the things that I've done, yes, it make it so that I can't say your name. And I guess it's only right they take my place.
Singing the same song till a new melody came along. Thinking they harmony, and she charming me with the sweet sound of what's to be, what's to come. I want the rhythm of your heart to sync up with mine. In the bed sheets, we intertwine. She hit a blank, I'ma give her a line. Yes, line. I'm tryna hit sweet. Notes in my ears, sonic so clear that they up in here. When I'm with you, the whole world disappear. Yeah. Then the lights fade to black, and I wonder where you at.
We can trip on yesterday, the future coming. Running from the way of the young man, jumped in war with the world. Gotta get away from the world, put me in some more spacious, hoping we get less alien. Maybe the planet line up, then I find out how we fall out. Fuck. We can trip on yesterday, the future coming. I dream about you every day, and I don't see you every day. Used to learn a week, got a problem. Music help me get around it. Tell me how I'm supposed to solve it. All the things that I've done, yes, it make it so that I can't say your name. And I guess it's only right they take my place.
Say so. What's to be, what's to come. No, 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 no. I've been lying. Painting pictures inside my head. Tryna figure out who I am. Tryna figure out where I stand. I've been lying. Painting pictures inside my head. Tryna figure out who I am. Tryna figure out where I stand. Is this the right path? Cause shit looking different now. This not at all what I written down. Okay, God, I hear you, I settle down. Let me recollect my thoughts. Let me readjust my course. Sometimes things worse for the better. And when the rain falls down through the weather, know that you serve a bigger purpose. I know that you hide it on the surface. I've been in my head all day, tryna make a will and make a way. And when I got nothing to say, I be in my brain. Yeah, I've been lying. Painting pictures inside my head. Tryna figure out who I am. Tryna figure out where I stand. I've been lying. Painting pictures inside my head. Tryna figure out who I am. Tryna figure out where I stand.
I'm back, y'all. Hey, listen, we've been vibing out all show, even with our special guest, Roger E. Franklin, in the house. We've been vibing out on Jayce Janae, our engineer, our producer, artist, all the above. Like I told y'all, she a bag of chips. Hey, all that in a bag of chips, y'all. But listen, we got Jayce Janae, who's our featured artist, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about her right now. So you just been listening to La La Land. And on the break, I was kind of going into La La Land because I was like vibing with it, you know. I was thinking, wait a minute, hold on, let me call my girl. But at the end of the day, it's all good. Jayce, talk to us. What's going through your mind with this music?
Man, I don't know. I just really love creating it.
I see that. I see that. You know, I got to go back to the beginning. So when did you fall in love with music?
I would say the first time that I really fell in love with music was probably watching the movie Drumline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon.
Yep, Nick Cannon. Well, that's what made me really like infatuated with percussion instruments.
Okay.
And my dad would tell me all the time. I guess when I was younger, I used to tell him a lot that, I want to be on American Idol. I want to be on American Idol and sing and stuff. And
my God.
I never really I knew that once I got into elementary school, I'm sure a lot of people can relate when they get you starting to play like the recorders and stuff like that. That's when, like, you know, my passion for it just continued to grow. And then it was in 6th grade that I was introduced to mallet percussion. I tried out to be part of the band and be in the percussion section, and everybody wanted to play the bass drum and the snare drum and all that, but nobody wanted to play the bells. Nobody wanted to play it, and I was like,
so you was one of those
no, so not the triangle, but like a xylophone.
Like xylophone. Okay.
Yeah, nobody wanted to play the xylophone and stuff. So the bass drum and snare drum spots were taken. So I was like, you know, let me try this out. And then I fell in love with it. I played marimba, xylophone, glockenspiel, vibraphone, all the little percussive things. So yeah, the triangle and all that. And I continued doing that all the way through college. Really.
So kind of back up a little bit. So you're doing all these different instruments. I mean, kind of reminded me of a miniature Prince a little bit. And you know, miniature Prince is already small. But that mindset to be able to, because coming up, when I was coming up, you know, I did a lot of music, and we talk about that a whole lot of, you know, another day, you know. But coming up in your generation, and if you don't mind, tell people how old you are.
I'm 26.
26. Look,
yeah.
Still
98, baby.
Your generation is interesting because your generation caught on to live music.
Mm-hmm. I love live music.
But you switch into that digital, that you know, that I don't know what to call it. What's that guy that be? It's kind of like the doing old Roger and Zapp type thing. Wow, you know.
Oh, you mean like auto-tune?
Auto-tunes, yeah. Auto-tune came out with your generation too. So.
Yeah, I mean, shout out T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain.
He was one of my favorite artists that I listened to.
Was it to the point where you was getting drunk? What's that song?
Oh. He got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that song about getting drunk. That's all I can remember. Anyway, I know you from Tallahassee, Florida.
Bartender.
Yeah,
you talking about that song?
There you go. Well, I mean, I lived in Florida for 20 years, and I would sing back and forth through Miami and South Florida when I was in the radio industry, come through the building all the time. And it was so funny. I was scared to actually talk to him at first because he was one of the few artists I was like, tongue-tied, because he's so talented.
He's crazy talented.
I mean, because a lot of people don't know he sing.
He can sing for real.
Right.
And that's one thing a lot of people don't know about auto-tune.
Right.
You kind of still, you need to know how to sing to use it.
But see, that's what you do too. Yeah. I've been saying, okay, she's a rapper, and then I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. Who's this singing on the front of the...
I never really considered myself to be a singer. Like, you know, my dad told me I wanted to be on American Idol when I was younger, but the one time I was in chorus was 5th grade.
Really?
For 1 year, and after that it was, you know, band. And then so it wasn't really until after I graduated college, and I knew already that I wanted music to be my career. What aspect of it, I didn't know. Songwriting, beat making, engineering, whatever. I just knew I wanted to do it for life and get paid for it.
Right. But talk about that. You're and I don't call you a street kid. I don't call you that.
I wouldn't call myself that either.
I don't feel that from you. I don't feel like you just came from the bottom and now you're here.
No.
I feel like you've been blessed. You've had that opportunity to where your family.
I sought out those opportunities too. Yeah. I do feel really blessed because my mom's military.
Right.
I've had a lot of experience with, you know, living in different places.
Okay.
And experiencing different cultures and types of people. I grew up pretty suburban and, you know, around a lot of white people, and I found myself that there was many times that I'd feel out of place when I was in more urban communities, but just that constant moving around, and my parents and my grandmother, having me do different things, to get more involved with community and join different groups that kind of helped me develop a lot of
So
personal skills.
A lot of people listen to you. We talk about the field, not to cut you off here.
No, you're good.
We talk about the field and we talk about local artists and everything. Oh man, she from the field? Nah, I didn't get that vibe from you.
Yeah.
So tell people where you originally from.
So I was born in Great Lakes, Illinois.
Okay.
Moved very quickly after that.
Right.
Went from Illinois to Italy to California, and a lot of my growing up happened in North Carolina. So that's where I tell people I'm from, because that's where I lived majority of my life. I went to high school, middle school there, high school there, college there. So that's where I grew up. Okay. So I grew up on the coast of North Carolina, still a military town, diverse place. Got to experience a lot of different things, and I went to college in Wilson. And
what college was it?
Barton College.
Barton College.
In Wilson, North Carolina.
It's so funny. I got a good friend of mine.
Oh, wow.
No Harrison is his name. I call him D. His son.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
You think I'm talking about? So Mama G's, lady from Mama G's, Miss Gloria, that's her nephew as well. Her son's name is Devino. His son's name is Devino Harrison. He's probably one of the baddest basketball players I've seen in a long time. I mean, really skillful and everything. He had a stint in Greece here recently doing some pro ball.
Nice.
He came from Barton.
Really?
Yeah, he transferred from, I forgot the name of the original school he was at, but he ended up going to Barton, and he was like one of the top Division II athletes out there.
That's crazy.
Had a couple of looks on the pro circuit. Obviously got a chance to go over to Greece and everything. But hey, when you said Barton, I was like, oh, man.
It always surprises me when people know what I'm talking about.
But, I'm a coach and everything.
Yeah.
I keep up with athletics, but it's always good. But from that, the music, you sound like you had the foundation was there. And obviously you taking it to the next level. You recently just got, what was it?
Dolby Atmos certified.
There you go. Now tell people about that. What is that?
So Dolby Atmos, for those that go to movies, like the movie theaters and stuff, you kind of already experience it. It's immersive audio. So that 3D feeling of just sound being everywhere. The helicopters flying over your head, sound on the side of you, the bottom of you. It's just immersive. So what I recently did, shout out to Engineers. It's a platform created by Mixed by Ali. He's Kendrick Lamar's first engineer that he worked with. Yeah, he created a platform for engineers to kind of have.
So that's why you went to Memphis, right?
Yeah, I went to Nashville, Tennessee. So I got selected with 14 other women in audio engineering. This was a women specific based program, but they selected us and flew us out to Nashville, and we spent time with other top industry engineers. Shout out Brian Malouf. And prior to that, we did a 4-week course learning Dolby Atmos, and then they took us out to Nashville. We worked at East Irish Studios, which is a very well-known studio out in Nashville.
Very familiar.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice facility. The people there were amazing, and the experience was like nothing I've ever have experienced before. It was sponsored by Universal Music Group, and I'd have to say that was my very first industry event that I've been a part of. And now I have my certification, and I'm looking into getting into some more work.
Look at you
working with
my
that
old label. Some music. Yeah, we'll talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
We'll talk more about it. With that being said, there's a lot of connections there. I'm glad you talk about the education side of it, and always growing, because a lot of people don't understand in the industry there are so many different certifications that you need in order to kind of cross over a little bit.
I would say I've learned quickly that there's not a direct, like when it comes to being in music as an engineer or whatever, there's no like direct path that you can follow to really break into it. You can learn how to engineer off YouTube. It's there's resources everywhere. So there's no like direct way that you can go about it. But regardless, if you want to get into those right rooms with those right people, you gotta network.
Yeah.
And you got to talk to people, and you got to seek out those opportunities. I actually got sent this specific opportunity by someone here in Missouri.
Okay.
In Springfield. She just recently graduated from Missouri State, and now she's doing work out in California, I believe, working with some labels for like
Kudos
festivals.
to your friend.
Yeah, shout out Tyler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
See,
you.
and that's what we want to hear a lot more of is the connections. We got four colleges here in Springfield. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of people.
There's a lot.
They come through here, they graduate, they do some work in the community, they connect, they probably jet out. That's probably why our the black population is right about what you're saying. Nah, let me stop telling that. I mean, at the end of the day, we got enough here to make a change. At the end of the day. But this last but not least, let's kind of focus on something. You got some music that you played earlier.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, and it's featuring an artist by the name of Jay Way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
that's my dog.
You saved me, right?
Yep, you saved me.
You saved me, and I know you're not considered a gospel artist. You're not considered a just straight hip hop artist. What? How would we label? If I'm listening to that song for the first time, how would we label you if we was to put a label?
So the intentions for that song, I'll definitely be clear about that, is about a female, but I found a lot of times that even in some of my favorite gospel songs, that when they're talking about love in a certain kind of way, that it can be related in different aspects. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So as far as what I label myself as an artist, I feel like I'm very diverse in the type of music that I make. R&B is my ultimate all-time favorite, so I'm all for the vibes. I like the spacey, reverby sound, so I would say more of an R&B artist. I like talking about love, the good and the bad.
I hear this Mary J.
vibe. That's my dad's favorite artist. That's my dad's favorite artist.
That's your dad's. Well, see, it trickles down. I hear a little bit of that. I also hear a little bit of, and if I may say, am I saying this correctly? She's a more of a, how would you categorize her? And it's tipping my mind, and I don't know why I can't really hit. Badu, Erykah Badu.
Oh, Badu?
Yeah, because I hear the sounds, and I hear like the different levels, from the percussion to the wonk 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 wonk, the old lead. You know what I'm saying? I when I would listen to it, and I told you I broke out into praise off of one of your songs, and I was like, wait a minute, this ain't gospel, but it made me. I think what it is your words. Your words are very intimate, and I think a lot of people don't realize that when you listen to music, if you want to know a song, you have to open yourself up.
Yeah,
it's like getting to know a person, and I feel that with your vibe. I mean, I know, man, I know we could talk all night probably. I know, honestly, we got a few more minutes here. Kind of tell people. I mean, for a young artist like yourself, you're 26. There's people out here, and you see them here in Freestyle Fridays, like Pastor Franklin said, and you're in and out of your studio. What's some of the advice that you were given that you're passing on to other artists?
So I in the studio, I work with a lot of artists that are like, in different levels of, their music journey. Right. And a lot of my advice just kind of stems from how I started and what I learned along the way. And more times than not, it's just from a lot of things I've seen people do that doesn't work. My advice ultimately is to be open to criticism. Be open to criticism. Try new things. You can't be afraid to try new things, because you never know what sound or song is gonna stick with people.
Right.
And it only takes one. It only takes one, and to really like focus on perfecting your craft. a lot of times in the studio when I'm working with artists, I really push people to do good takes. Right? I'm not just gonna sit there and let whatever come out of your mouth and however it sounds, that's how it sounds. Like, no, we're gonna work this thing until it sounds good. Because I feel like, you know, there's a certain level of musical. Everyone knows what an industry song sounds like.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of doing that research and being intentional and paying attention to the things that you're doing in the studio. That I like to hone in on. Like I said, I don't have a vast singing background or anything, but I'm a band geek all the way.
But you understand, here's the thing, you understand pitch.
Yeah,
I
pitch.
get that when I listen to you, you understand pitch, you understand tone,
Yeah.
the quality of the tone.
Yes.
And then a lot of people understand. I was a trumpet player.
Oh, nice. I love brass. I love the brass.
You know, I love the trumpet. And I did a little bit, you know, in high school, and then I broke away and came back, did a little percussion, tried times, and I said, nah. But then when I got to college,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny because my roommate, he goes, didn't you say you used to play? And I said, yeah, but I'm mainly a voice guy. You know, I'm a voice. I'm just saying. And he said, man, hey, listen, the band needs some help, and it's extra scholarship money, because I started out in JUCO, junior college, and I was like, man, hold up, that's some out of pocket expense. Let me see if I can get some of this extra money.
So you got that opportunity.
And let me tell you, what I thought I knew, I didn't know, but it's good enough for them to say, oh yeah, you win. You know, so I get it. I get it. But I think what happens is, for an artist like yourself, you hear a particular tone and it vibes with you. It keeps you going.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I was listening to one of your songs, and it sounded like that's where you started. You started kind of where, like how a trombone or a trumpet starts. And man, it went into like this synthesizer. Like, I was like, hold up. She done moved on me. But with that being stated, listen, you got a lot of music coming out. Obviously, you're doing a lot of stuff on your own and collabing with a lot of people. As we finish out the show, and I want you to play something of yours as we finish out the show.
I got you.
Tell people this about your vibe, your music, what you're working on, what's next. Give people a few minutes of that, and then we're going to, y'all listen, I ain't going to talk too long, but when she finishes, I'm going to finish out, say what I got to say, but we're going to vibe out on one of her songs. I'm going to let her introduce it to you, so we're just going to go from there. So kind of tell us that. Give us that.
As far as what I have going on now, I've really just been trying to focus on being consistent. I am part of a collective called JTP. It stands for Just Three People, but also stands for our names: Jayce Janae, Tyree, Povey, Halo.
Okay.
They were one of the first artists that I started working with when I moved down here to Springfield. And after a while in recording their music, I was like, hey, we need to make some songs together. So that's how that started. But yeah, we just dropped the album called 192. It's out on all platforms. It's really just a collective of the songs that we done have been able to do, because both of them moved away last year. And the reason it's called 192 is because it's been 192 days since we've seen each other.
No, I love the significance of that, because that's really a story.
Yeah.
People think we can do this in 30 days. We can
a big bulk of the project was made in an Airbnb in the 3-day span. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was visiting back home. They came with me. I was like, all right, y'all, we're making music, and we did it right in the living room of this Airbnb. And what was made was put on the project.
I see you taking trips real quick. I see you taking trips, and it's like you vibing from one city to another.
Yeah.
Is a lot of that inspiration from that type of time out, getting away?
I would think so, because I feel like I feel like in order to make music, you gotta live a little, and there's a lot of times I do work regular jobs outside of this until
let people know you gotta get that 9 to 5.
Yeah, get the 9 to 5 in, so I can support my music and everything. And after a while, it gets a little that kind of plays into the inspiration for some of the songs.
Hey, listen, y'all listening to Jayce Janae. That's right. She's one half of the Lock and Loaded, this inaugural podcast that started this evening. Obviously, we had senior pastor, Pastor Roger E. Franklin on earlier. Thank God for his presence and his wisdom, his knowledge, and definitely understanding, coming by the studio to talk to us about his projects and how it all started for him and where we're going, the purpose, and where is this going for our youth in this city. And at the end of the day, sitting here with Jayce, I said earlier, I asked her, I said, we're going to vibe out, but we're going to vibe out to one of your songs. So while she's queuing up that next song and to vibe out on, I just want to remind people, Lock and Loaded is a show that, how would I say this? You can read all the intel about the show on our YouTube page, but to summarize it, it really is a show that focuses on the effects of gun violence, and from whether you're behind the trigger, whether you're in front of the trigger, whether you are immediate family or connected. And if I haven't said this already, this show was dedicated to a young man by the name of, I get kind of emotional because his dad is like my little brother. He's dedicated to Jay Harden. Recently had his celebration of life this last weekend. And he was a victim of gun violence over 2 weeks ago. And there in Lawrence, Kansas. And for anybody that had been, had known this young man, he was all about family. He was all about business. And the beautiful thing about his heart is that he always expressed it. I've only had so many times to be around him, but the effect that he had on people was amazing. And I just want to say this. My heart, my prayers go out to the Harden family. Jeffrey Harden, I love you, bro. Leslie Harden, Sissy Harden, y'all like my own. Y'all let my family, y'all help raise me. But when you lost your son, Jeffrey, I felt like there was a piece that I lost as well. This show is dedicated to Jay Harden. Let it be known, you don't have to pick up a gun to be somebody, to be more than. I ain't against, gun rights or people using them for the right reasons, whatever the case may be, protect yourself. But I will say this. Take in consideration of who it affects. Whether you're the person behind the trigger, in front of the trigger, or just generally affected by the trigger. At the end of the day, y'all, I'm your brother from another mother, Brother Mays. Jayce Janae, my co-host. We are Locked and Loaded. Come and check us out each and every Saturday. That's right, each and every Saturday on all platforms, starting on YouTube from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 2 hours of good talk, content, and just love for you and the people. Hey, y'all, peace out. We love you.
I told y'all Lil stay loaded.
Notice me, fly away with me. Don't go to sleep, don't you sleep on me. Come with me, run away with me. Ease your mind and discover me. Are you scared? Are you scared? What do you feel? What do you feel? Please don't worry. Please don't worry. No, I'll be here. Right here. So take my hand. Take my hand. It's a part of the plan. Oh, it's a part of the plan. I feel like I'm destined. Will you be with me when I get there? Is the
about you. Got a something about you. Got me, I got you. If he got me, I got you. She like, you ain't like the mothers I know. Girl, in any weather you go. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your soul.